a match between Oscar Dominguez and Andy IWAN. This is from the one-loss side, and this is going to be raised to 7. Let's take a look at, we haven't had a chance to see Oscar Dominguez play all day today. It's actually been a little while since I've seen him play at all. I do know that he has been playing quite aggressively and doing very well on the Mez West Day Tour. I believe he's obtained a #1 ranking, and he's also he won the Jay Swanson Memorial Tournament, beating Rodney Morris in the finals. Just a couple of months ago. He's also #2 ranked on the Moscone Points Award list. Good safety by IWAN. I mean by Andy. Nice kick. Called to the corner, but it's going to hang. It almost double kissed in the corner. Just a little too much adrenaline on that other rack. Because you were on a 3-pack there. A little too much adrenaline there. You're like, I know. Yeah, like, and why didn't he call the 7 in the corner? Why did he call, when he yeah, you have to hit it good. It's crazy.
And then the one on
you should watch how other people
Right. Well, that looks like a tricky shot, but Oscar should be able to handle it. Inside follow and just bump around 2 rails for the 4 in the corner. Perfect speed. What's that? Yeah, I guess so. I think we got a ways to go today. So Rodney lost his match. He's got to play one more match on the one-loss side. I haven't had a chance to see Andy IWAN play. He plays pretty good safeties so far that I'm seeing. it happens sometimes. You see players like this play very well, but the reason they're not pro is maybe they just don't execute consistently all the way through. They play certain things well, and they have their weaknesses on other things, other parts of the game, other nuances of the game. But so far, he looks pretty proficient. I guess he didn't. Whoa, Oscar. I guess he didn't hook Oscar on that last ball like I thought he did, but Oscar, man, that was just a careless execution there. It happens. And Andy opting to come around down 2 rails, down table toward the 7 in the side. That's a smart shot. And he frammed the 7 ball into the side. Okay. Double bank safety, a Z bank safety. Yeah. This is a missable safety. I think I see what's coming ahead is Oscar's going to call the 8 ball to the corner, cross corner. But what he's really doing is trying to play a safety here. And like I said, it's missable. It's not straightforward. You gotta know where you're hitting that 8 ball so that you can bring the cue ball perfectly behind that 9. Good execution by Andy. Got a good roll out of it. And let's see how game 1 works out. To Andy's favor. We'll be back here again tomorrow by noon, I believe, but don't quote me on that. In fact, I would tentatively plan to turn the stream on at 11 a.m. And by the way, this is a race to 7 from the 1-loss side, not a race to 8. But I would plan on turning our stream on at 11 a.m. because there's a chance I will show up here earlier and flip the cameras on. And if there's time, maybe I'll play a few replays from today. Talk about a few current events and just get caught up before we start tomorrow's final day of the Cole Dickson. By the way, you can still follow the bracket, and you can actually download the brackets that we are using. You can download the app. The CompuSport app. We're using CompuSport to provide you with these digital brackets. If you're a tournament director or a room that needs bracket technology, I highly recommend you check out CompuSport.ca or download the free CompuSport app today to your Android or iPhone. You can use this app to follow your favorite player, to keep updated on the brackets, and also to start and run your own tournaments.
Oh, he's got to play Randy Bruce. No, the thing is that
Not sure, but it looks like Oscar can't really make the 4. It's not straightforward, so I think he you know, there is a shot here, and what it is a it's a jump where you jump the 4 over the 5. It's very possible to do. Doesn't look like that's what he's lining. Maybe he just only has half a pocket. Let's see what he's doing. I don't know what he was. I honestly don't know what he was doing there. And he's going to give it back. Seven takes a trip around the table. Safety being played. Nice work. And that's the Oscar I remember. Match is still in progress. Ryland Hartnett is playing Edgy Geronimo. On the table to my right, table 8. Delbert Wong's in a match. Joe Hannock is in a match with Doug Whaley. Looks like Kenny Koo's in a match with Lindsey Dorn, or they've just finished their match. I'm not sure who won. The 6-10 combo looks very doable. And there you have it. got to be one apiece. Two ball almost kicked in off the 7 to the side pocket, but a dry break nonetheless. So Andy's going to have to come up with something here to keep Oscar in his chair, or at least cause Oscar to think a little bit. It looks like he's shooting the one to the side pocket. No, it's just a safety. Looked to me like that one ball was cuttable as a back cut to the side, but because I'm sitting here, I can't tell how steep the angle was and whether or not there was a scratch on, or hard to tell. But it looks like he has hooked Oscar. Oscar's grabbing a jump cue now. And that camera angle's not going to do it. Oh, he called the 2. Oh, he called the 2, and it just rattled a little bit. So looks like a billiard is on. Andy's trying to suss it out because it's not that easy. Yeah, he's going to hit the 4 really thin. You know, when you play shots like that, this is just from my experience, and I do play and have played a lot of pool. When you're shooting a shot like that, try not to visualize where you want to hit the ball to make the ball when you're trying to billiard that ball to make the ball go in. Just try to visualize where you're putting the cue ball, where you need to put the cue ball. Not where you want to hit the object ball, but where you want to put the cue ball. I don't know if that's a hard concept for you guys to grasp, but that helped me a lot with billiard shots. Is instead of trying to visualize my cue ball hitting a certain part of the ball, I just visualize exactly like where and what angle I want that cue ball to travel at. And there is a distinction, but it's very difficult for me to explain because I don't have a way with words that could. I'm just a bad teacher, so maybe I'll just stop teaching. Okay, school's closed. Let's learn from these guys. I've seen players in tournaments play bad, almost in the beginning of a match on purpose, just to let the opponent relax a little, and then suddenly they'll turn it on, and it ends up becoming lights out, and you end up rattling your opponent just because your opponent's starting to think, oh, well, I can cheese up a little bit here. Lenny Marshall, how you doing? Fast Lenny Marshall from ontherailtv.com in the chat room. Streams a lot of matches, a lot of action, and he also streams a little bit of the Diamond Pool Tour in Arizona. is currently in post-production on a Rodney Morris instructional DVD. Has produced Power One Pocket 1 and 2 with Scott Frost. Highly accomplished individual in our large but small, I'll say that, large but small billiard community. It's good to see you, bud. Unless that's not you, then if it's not you, then well, it's good to see you anyway. I didn't know your moniker was Fast Lenny 69. Born in 69, I'm guessing, right? And the IWAN gets out of line, and he's got a kick at the 3-ball now and do something. Well, it was a good hit, but sometimes it's not enough just to be able to hit the ball. I just get the feeling Andy didn't think that shot through. Just didn't want to end up giving him ball in hand. So Oscar is going to capitalize. How are you, man? Oh, okay. Can I have cream and sugar this time? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm just just ordering my coffee.
What's up, Dan?
What's up, man? You got a game you're working on or what?
Seems like everybody's in the trip.
Yeah, you might be right. First day too.
And probably next week at California, they have way more chips.
Oh, yeah, and way more time.
It's gonna be more easy.
Why are you kicking balls so good?
What about you? You get a game? You got a game?
Me? No, I have no time to play. Doing this all day.
The whole night?
I don't know. I might have time.
We do action. If there is no action, we do some action, cheap action.
Okay. If I get a steak fork.
With me, you don't need no money on the wires.
Oh, yeah. I was just catching up with a friend. Being in San Francisco, if you're a pool player, I gotta tell you, the pool players out here, I sorely miss many of the players when I'm gone from San Francisco. And I want to tell you guys that if you ever feel like coming to an event in California, or if you ever hear an event that you might even possibly think would be a good one to go to, the people here make it all that much better. And I'm 100% I'm being 100% honest with you guys. You will not find, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, because I have not been to some of the rooms in the United States, Florida or St. Louis or, New York, like Amsterdam or Steinway or Gotham, or I've been to Chicago. I've been to New Jersey. I've been to Arizona. But yeah, maybe I'm not the expert in making the comparison, but I will just say that I feel like the people here, definitely make coming and playing pool a great experience. There's action, there's friendship, there's just there's a little bit of everything here. Of course, with every room, there's some bad, there's some good, but. Where is he? Oh, Vilmos bought me a cup of coffee. Maybe he wants me to stay awake for something. Hey, cheers, buddy. That's okay. Yeah. Thank you. Oscar missed the 8 ball. Or was it the 9? I don't know. I was talking, but saw him miss a ball. And he stole it back. It's actually 2-2. Good day to play pool. Every day's a good day to put on a headset, man. Come on. My man, Jason Williams. Come on, help me analyze this game, man. Come on. Jason Williams, I got a lot of respect for him. Just, yep, you can turn it. Oh my gosh, it's small, huh? There you go. There you go.
Testing.
Jason Williams, like I said, he's a resident here in the Bay Area. He lives in Concord. How you doing, Jason?
I'm doing well. I cannot complain at all.
That's usually what you say every time I talk to you, and that's what I love about you.
Well, never let them see you sweat. Gotta have a good attitude.
You had a great attitude when you played edgy earlier today.
Yeah, thanks.
You managed to. You didn't really. It wasn't like you squeaked by. You won pretty well.
Yeah, I got some rolls going my way. I took advantage of them, and I played okay. He didn't play his best, but that's the ebbs and flows of matches. I was able to do enough to get there. And,
who else did you play and beat today?
My first match I played Patrick Rea, and then I played the Edgy, and my last match I played Ed Ramos to get back to tomorrow on the winner's side. So playing final 8 of the winners against Mr. Sonny Santos at 11 a.m. So should be a good challenge. Hopefully I can get going in the morning. I have trouble with the first match of the day usually with the morning matches, especially day 2, but I'm going to see if I can come out the gate a little stronger than normal and see what I can do.
It seems like pool's changing for you a little bit over the past few years, because I've known you as a tournament player all the time.
Yeah.
But there just seems like there's been a few more events for you to actually enter, because California's kind of, I guess holstered itself with a few more events to go to.
Oh, no,
they may be smaller independent events, but they're still events nonetheless, correct?
No, it's great. Yeah, I mean, and whatever it is, definitely need the seasoning. And I don't really practice, so I just play a few leagues a week and play some of the bigger events and play just enough to try to stay in stroke. I could use a little more consistency, a little more seasoning, but I feel like I'm going in the right direction. I'm not real stagnant right at the moment, so I think a lot has to do with just, I don't have as much pressure maybe. I'm not feeling it as much, and just kind of just get dialed in and stay in the moment. It's all about concentration, really. That's what it all comes down to.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I mean, take for example, I don't know if you've been watching the beginning of this match. Oscar
Yeah.
pretty well known, consistent player, and we've been seeing him miss in this match earlier. Now it looks like he's focused, he's concentrating a little more.
Well, you just got to get dialed in. You get settled. The first game or two, sometimes it just takes a little adjustment period, and once you get rolling, the good players usually stay that way. So, you got to, when you're playing a really good player, you got to take advantage of your opportunities, especially in the first game or two, and try to send the message that you're going to be taking advantage of your opportunities. And I think matches a lot of times go one or two ways. You either send the message early, or they send the message. And I'm in the business of trying to send that message that I'm here, I'm going to compete, and I'm going to give you all you can handle.
Let me ask you a question, because I've been watching you, and we've streamed you dozens of times. I mean,
Yeah.
And I've noticed a pattern with you. And I kind of know that if I don't ask you this way, your other answer is going to be, oh, I play everybody the same way. But I happen to see it a little different. I get the feeling that when you play pros, because basically I want to let everybody know, you've been known to beat a few pros on our stream. But sure. I have also known you to, when you're not playing pros, to not be as much of a beater as you have been live on our stream. And so, do you actually go into matches when you're playing a pro with a lot more confidence and focus and measure? And do you relax when you're playing somebody that's not, going to be like that?
I don't really say
world-class player.
I'm relaxed, but maybe I'm just not as fired up or inspired. I feel like the better players bring out a better game from me. Yeah. And I feel like, when I'm supposed to win or I'm the better player, the pressure's on me. But if I'm in a match where the guy's clearly a better player and I'm supposed to lose, or I'm going to lose most of the time, I feel like I don't have any pressure, because the pressure's on him. And at the end of the day, it's just a tournament match. It's not like I'm going to be playing these top guys for the dough very often, or it's definitely not even up or anything. So I feel like I really just want to give him my best game, and I need to try to forget about any mistakes I make as soon as possible, and just stay in the moment, and that's what it's all about. Focus
and concentration. We're back to that, right?
That's really, if somebody put a gun to my head and said, how do you get better playing pool? It's one word would just be concentration. That's, when you get past the fundamentals, that's what it's all about. That's where you see the separation between the above average players and the pros, and that's really the main difference, if you ask me.
I have a question actually not a question, but a statement from the chat room saying from Ethan Mizahi, saying this is the most toned down I've ever seen ever heard Jason. The most toned down version of Jason I've ever heard.
Well, I suppose I didn't sleep very well last night, so I'm a little mellow at the moment.
Oh, come on.
No, I as far as the tone down, I feel like it's just better to not waste your energy. I've seen a lot of the pros just stay focused and relaxed, and I guess it's kind of rubbed off on me a little bit.
Yeah.
And they've had some good results with it. So.
How many times have you played Oscar? Because the last time I saw you play Oscar, he's playing okay now. In the beginning of this match, it was just like a different player now.
Yeah.
He's playing like the normal Oscar now, but.
I've only played him that one time.
That one time I saw you play, and you almost beat him, and you missed an easy 8-ball. Like, it wasn't that easy because you had to execute and do something with the cue ball, and you were a little like stretching, weren't you? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And you just frammed it, and it didn't go in.
Yeah, I do remember that. It was the.
I don't want to break your heart again.
I had my opportunity. That was a brutal match, but I couldn't feel too bad about it. It was. I let it all hang out, and I had a chance. I was in the set. I played pretty well, and I made a few really spectacular shots and a couple good outs that I needed to. So I felt pretty good about it all. Right then, obviously, I didn't feel real good about my 5-minute intermission to go play Rodney Morris, who's in dead punch, instead of a nice break on the winner's side. But And that was the Final Four of the Top Gun at the Mez.
Yeah.
And then I gave him all he could handle. And, saw a little emotion out of him that you rarely see. So felt like I had him reaching down deep to get there. So I felt pretty good about that.
That goes back to what you were saying, though, a minute ago about being seasoned, having seasoning, you know.
Sure.
You can get called 5 minutes later at any given moment. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the way it is.
It's very true. And it seems like on several occasions, the second I lose to a really good player, I get the 1-2 punch, I'll have a time for maybe a half a cigarette or a cigarette, and then it's right out of the frying pan and into the kitchen. With, Rodney Morris is usually the guy I end up playing after I lose a match. And then it usually doesn't work out so well because really you kind of need a little bit of time to process what happened in the match and relax and unwind and kind of talk yourself through it. And when you don't have time to catch your breath and you're playing another top pro, it's a tough proposition at best, I'd say.
Well, that's true. It's true. Because in a way, they're supposed to be teaching you. You're supposed to be learning from them, you know.
Sure.
But at the same time, you've got to try to beat them.
You're still trying to understand what happened and process the match. Before you have time to even think about anything, you're still kind of frustrated from the loss. And now you're playing a man that just won a couple matches in dead stroke. And you're just reeling from not getting there. That's you're not going to get there very often in that situation.
But I'm not going to take away from your game. Actually, I'm not trying to knock your action, because actually I will tell people out there that Jason's really good action in the Bay Area, and if anybody ever wants to step up and play Jason, he'll he's a good player. Let's not get it twisted here, but he'll either give you good action, he'll give you a game, or whatever it is that you feel that you need. If you want weight, of course he'll make the game with you. He does. Yep. I know you generally don't like weight and make matching up that way.
I mean, if it's necessary, if it's extremely necessary, and that's the only way we can get down, I'm not adverse to it.
Yeah.
As long as we're both negotiable. That if the game's way out of line, I don't ever want to adjust after one set or anything. But if I'm getting heisted and I would, if I'm robbing somebody a couple sets, I'm going to adjust. I would expect the same.
And that's kind of what I'm saying is that you're good action in the sense that you'll make the game happen. You're that kind of person that if as long as both players are playing with heart, then you'll step up to anybody. And the reason I say that too is that I don't want everybody thinking that you're a pro out there and that, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to kill your action either. You still deserve the action, but you have been known to upset some pros, man. Well,
at least in the tournaments, like I said, I'm kind of a tournament specialist.
How does that feel though? Like, how do you?
It's great. It's a great feeling. I try to go into matches with no expectations, and usually the better players, unless there's a few guys that I have a really tough time playing. It's kind of a mental block, but but generally speaking, that they're going to bring out a better game from me.
How about Vilmos? Have you passed him up a couple times? You've played him many times in the Mez.
I am 0 for however many times we've played.
But you're the 0?
I'm the 0 for.
Is he one of those guys you got a block on?
He's the main guy. I feel like the floodgates will open, and I'll start beating him more consistently once I bust my cherry against the guy. I just haven't quite figured it out. He's very difficult to play because he's kind of slow and methodical, and he's a smart player. And I don't want to say he gets lucky, but. In short, he kind of does every time we play. It seems like.
He gets lucky.
A little bit. When the rolls could go one way or the other, they go his way, and it's a little frustrating.
But you're not 0 for whatever on him, like getting steamrolled. You're like 0 for whatever on him, kind of going hill a couple times, right?
I've had some chances, and about as often as it's close, I get barbecued. So
that's a good shot.
That was pretty sporty. Ooh, he almost got a roll.
Yeah,
didn't quite work out.
Yeah, he didn't. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
Oh no,
we are actually watching a good match.
Yep.
Oscar's playing good.
Looks like he's just gonna. I don't know if the 3 goes by the 7 there, but if he could just float out with a little stun, if that ball goes. Might roll it.
You know Andy, don't you?
I'm not sure. I don't
Is he
think
from this area?
I don't think we've played.
You've been hanging out in San Francisco a lot lately. That's what I'm hearing.
A little bit in the area. Playing some of the leagues. I helped out somebody this season playing on the Thursday nights.
So
it's
on
a pretty competitive league on Thursday. Actually, like one of the toughest leagues I've seen. A lot of good players as far as leagues go. This is a little touchy. You just want to roll this ball. I would slow roll it and try to run into the 10 and stop the cue. But no bargain.
Just use it as a stopper ball, right?
Yep, that was
Yeah, well, jacked up like that, it's often common to undercut like that, isn't it?
Sure, absolutely. He's got an interesting shot here. He's back at the ball. Use the 7 to stop it, but it's a possibility that he lays up there. Let's see. He's going to feather it in. Off to the races.
Well, look at this. The cue ball almost ended up where Andy's did a second ago.
Sure did.
And he's hampered. Do you have a system for shooting balls like this?
Well, I just want to keep a short stroke. I don't want a lot of variables. You know, I don't want my bridge, my backhand, anything moving a lot. So I'll sacrifice my position and just try to pocket the ball. Nothing fancy. That was pretty crisp, folks. Looks like he's moved on the wrong side, but it shouldn't be an issue. We'll touch a high right. Should get him to the 9 in the same pocket as the 8. Just perfect. He's gonna like this action here. No doubt about that. And that'll do it.
Yeah. He's doing good. He's struggling there. I'm telling you, at the beginning of the match, I was wondering. It kind of makes you kind of wonder, like, how did he? Well, he went hill with Santos to get to the one-loss side. Did you know that today?
I did not.
Yeah, Santos beat Oscar this morning. Hill.
That's a grinder.
So.
And also at this time, I mean, sometimes you're gonna come out a little slow at the gate. Sometimes, I mean, it's been a long day, a lot of waiting around.
Sure.
Once you get rolling, the top players will be playing close to their top speed.
What's your big tournament in the Bay Area now? Like a month, because down south we have like the Hard Times 10 or the Hard Times 9 ball every once a month, and the Hard Times 1 pocket every once a month.
Well,
do you have your?
Not really, not as far as every month. I wouldn't say there is a good one, and there's the 1 pocket in the 9 ball in Sacramento.
They do that, yeah.
But in the Bay Area, nothing really.
What about Fremont, California Billiards? Do you consider that too far away?
No, it's close enough. They don't really have a lot. I don't play really 1 pocket, so like they have a big 1 pocket type of an event. And I'm not even sure of all the details.
It's like a high roller tournament with
it's like
75 buy-in, right?
Yep. And then they had they had a weekly that was rolling good for a while, but it's kind of died out. They had 30-something for a while, 40 players on occasion.
I was just curious.
But as far as like the scheduled tournaments, there's not a lot going on. But I try to play all the stops for the Mez and whatever events that are available. And there's going to be another tour coming out early September.
The Jim Pierce.
The Jim Pierce and Janard are rolling that in. It's going to be good for pool. Just more ability to stay in stroke, more good competition, and it's really good for the game. Hopefully it drives some more people back into it and rekindle some love for the game some of these former players have had. So.
Well, if nothing else, it's really important to get involved in whatever tours like this come around, because when pool finally does figure itself out, at least we'll be in stroke for it. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
I'm not saying that like all these little.
he's okay.
I'm not saying that all these smaller tours are going to be the thing that get pool big, but at least we'll be in stroke for pool when it does, because there's no professional association yet,
No.
It's been like that for like 20, 25 years.
Yeah, the warring factions
warring factions, which we won't get into at all.
That's
but
another subject for another time.
Look at this shot here. A kicker.
A little touch of running English. A little carefully doesn't.
As they say.
That looks like curtains. That's a 3-4 dead 5-9.
5-10 combo.
Oh yeah, 5-10. Yeah. 5 money ball.
How do you like the new? The pockets have been shimmed.
The table plays great.
Yeah.
The table plays really, really good. I'm a fan. Oh, he wanted to move the furniture a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's
not our preference. There's nothing wrong with that either.
Yeah, that's Oscar. I think that's Oscar's style of play. I think he prefers to play that way. Oh no! Oh no! Brutal, right? You do all the hard work, and you move the 5 balls.
And everything was looking good, but it just kind of looked like you might have taken that one for granted. They get a little too cute on the angly one on the 5. Let's see here. He's a little jacked up. This is a little funky. If you can get to the corner with high left, you can spin around 2 rails. If not, let's see a drawback for the 7 in the corner. Let's see. Looks like a draw. Kind of on the wrong side, but it shouldn't be a major issue.
I like him here, Yeah,
I agree.
Just play to make it, stun it. Don't draw it too much. You might have a shot on the opposite corner, the left-hand top pocket.
Yeah, you could roll the ball, play the other corner.
Or you could roll the ball, play for the left-hand bottom pocket.
Yeah, draw.
Whoa!
Interesting.
He played the tougher shot. That's like the tougher of the 4 shots that he could have played.
Yeah, he wanted to make sure he had a very makeable 8-ball shot. And he must have felt more comfortable stroking the ball.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's just a matter of preference.
Yeah, it is. Preference and whatever your ability to be.
Sometimes there's clearly the right way to shoot a ball, and then sometimes it's open to interpretation. Let's see here, he's got what's he going to do here. Oof. He sold the farm.
Wow.
Looks like he sold the farm. Hate it when that happens.
Yeah.
That's no fun. Usher's changed cues after changing shafts.
I believe the Kanto Billiards Championship is also streaming in Japan. That's a 10-ball.
Oh, nice.
Tournament.
Interesting.
So that means we got 2 world time. No, I don't see it as competitions, but 2 world time zones working in conjunction with each other. Actually,
there's probably some out there. They're watching both, like we are.
That's what they got. They got the split screen going. That's what they do. Yeah, that's exactly why I'm bringing it up, because the Japanese audience they love 10-ball. They really love 10-ball.
That's what I've heard.
So I'm going to share that link with you guys in the chat room. Pretty awesome.
Very nice. It's going to put Oscar up 5-3. Should be able to comfortably in the driver's seat with the break. The winner break format clearly favors the strong players. I like it. I think with the winter break, it gives an opportunity for somebody to come back in a set, and you can get some rhythm. You can really keep your man seated if provided you're making a ball. 10 ball is a little bit more difficult to make a ball, clearly, on a break.
I agree. Actually, I think that winner break and 10 ball especially should be.
It makes a lot of sense.
Alternate break in 10 and sometimes in 9 ball. When you're doing a race, like that, you're handicapping games. I don't know. But 10 ball, I think, definitely.
Yeah, I would agree.
Because the game doesn't go to the breaker a lot, especially in 10 ball.
Oh, that's true. You get a lot of dry breaks in 10 ball.
Oh, of course. We've been seeing it here.
Okay, he's lining up for a 2, 3, and a 4-10. He's going to just probably roll the ball, maybe punch it to the side rail. Perfect. He's got the angle he needs. Just a little low left, 2 rails. Should be perfect on the 410. Good to go.
410 combo, yeah, to get him on the hill. I think it's the first time you've ever joined us.
I don't know that I have either. I think I've done 1 or 2 others occasionally, but not you guys. There we go. And he hit it way too hard, folks. Don't really know why.
Well, maybe he
didn't want to hang it up.
He didn't want to sell it out.
Yeah, I would have definitely rolled that, but combinations are one of my specialties, so I feel pretty confident. But
is that so?
Yeah, well, no doubt. As it turned out, he didn't do too bad there. He played it 2-way. He's got him on 5-7, and he's in trouble.
Sorry, guys. Have you ever done this where you're talking to a friend, you're holding someone's hand, and you find out it's not your girlfriend's, it's somebody else's?
Wow. I sure hope she's the understanding type.
I just got mind screwed there for
lovely.
Mind freaked.
All right, Chris Angel, calm down then, Mike.
Yeah. No. Calm down then. Why are you using an English accent? He's not even English.
Well, I don't know. Well, the man's on the hill.
Yep. Did I missed that? Did Andy give up ball in hand? Is that what happened?
Yes, he did.
All right. Sorry, it was just because I was holding Yoli's hand.
And honestly, I
don't know what the hell was going on there, man.
That's bromantic.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I just got punked by Yoli.
That's pretty hilarious. All right, well, this is for the match. Oh.
It's so funny. You'll say, this is for the match, but then you'll see the obviously too hard break. But we're so we do that.
You get a little overexcited.
We get the adrenaline anyway.
You want to do a little something extra.
That's when we should be really just playing it even. You know what they say in One Pocket? And I know you don't play One Pocket, but they say, when you're behind, play like a lion. When you're ahead, play like a lamb.
It's good advice, I would say. I don't typically follow it. Oh, wow.
Sorry about that with the scoreboard.
And I think when you miss a ball like that, it's pretty much a gimme combo. It's just gonna take the wind out of your sails, I think that's probably that's all she wrote, if you ask me. I know I would be very, very upset if I missed that in that position there. You see the writing on the wall after that type of an unforced error. Ooh.
Wow, that was beautiful.
That was very strong. It's kind of a 2-way. He hit it really strong.
He rolled that in just perfect. I mean, there was no margin for error there.
No. That was definitely not one of my favorite shots. Okay. Rolled the dice.
Yeah.
Right on the 50-yard line. Well, let's see who's on mind here.
Yeah, he played the field on that shot, didn't he?
Yeah, sure did. Round and round she goes, swinging. So, elevation with no left. I'll try to just miss the corner at the cue. Well, he did that.
I think he's going to get a roll. Yeah. Let's see if Andy uses jump cues.
Well, in this spot, that's a pretty tough jump because you're almost a full ball, you know. But you almost in 10 ball you have to do it because the odds of you kicking that in are just not very good. So you have a little more control, but you got a shot to make it. You might be able to get out. So looks like it's probably the right shot here.
Still in. What I don't.
Ooh, almost.
What I didn't like about that shot was is that there's really not much to hide behind if you miss. You know?
Yeah, you'd have to get a roll to get out of dodge there.
Yeah.
That's a true story. So, looks like you might. Oh, he's playing the bank. Okay, I like it. It's two-way. You play your cue for the short side of the four. And a two-way proposition here. Oh, perfect.
Oh, now he might have to short kick here to get out of trouble, huh?
I think he's in a lot of trouble.
He's got to short kick it. Yeah, you see that angle, that return angle?
That's tough action, man. No doubt about it.
He may hit it 2 rails, but I think if he misses it 1 rail, he'll miss it on the 3rd rail too, because
yeah, no, I agree. Looks like he's drawing, shorten the angle. Oh, yep.
He'll miss it on the 3rd rail. Yeah, there you go. See.
So we got pretty simple out here. We got 3 corner, 4 corner, 5 on the side, follow up to 7 in the corner, and that should be it. Just nothing to do, just stand on.
Do you try to keep it this simple when you're playing in a match, or does other stuff creep in?
Well, no, absolutely. You want to keep it as simple as you can, and I'll just look 3 balls, and then any major trouble ball you need to address too. But that shot to get on the next ball, And then anytime you get out of line, you got to make sure you allow enough time to form a new plan. And it's when you're standing up, that's your planning phase, and you can't change anything when you're down on the ball. So you get out of line. You might see me take a little longer than normal to firmly have a plan in my mind, because if you don't know where you're going, you're not going to get there. So
does emotion creep in with you?
On occasion, it can.
Like when a gnat flies into your eye.
Yeah, that was that was brutal. That cost me a lot of money in there. Hill.
It was like 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Something
Hill
like
match.
Sure was, yeah.
And a gnat flew in your eye while you were down on the shot.
Yeah,
right?
It sure did. On my last stroke, Hill on the 8 ball. And I made a comment. I said, well, I already have to deal with all the gnats and nits around here. Now I got to deal with the gnats too.
Yeah.
If it ain't the nits, it's the gnats. What are you gonna do? Anyway.
So Oscar takes it down. Hey, Jason, man, thanks for checking in with us, dude.
Absolutely, brother.
As always, a pleasure to be up here in the Bay Area with you. I look forward to seeing you on July 4th, bud.
Yeah, you certainly will. Have a good one.
Otherwise, I'll see you outside anyway in a minute.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the case. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in, and
want to say hi to anyone?
Don't go far.
There's a ton of your friends watching right now.
Like who? Who's in the chat room there? I don't see anybody. I don't know. Whoever they are, you can find me on Facebook, and if you have my number, if you're fortunate enough.
Does anybody owe you any money you want to talk to? Or?
I don't think so. I don't, maybe here and there, but I'm not going to put anybody on blast. So it's not really cool. I might just chalk it up as a loss if But I don't really think too many people owe me any dough. I usually money on the light makes the bet right. So
money on the light makes the bet right. That's the lesson of the day from Jason.
Yeah, don't get cuffed. I'd rather lose money than win and not get paid. Because I feel like,
oh my God,
if I lose,
right?
at least I feel like I could have won something. if I win and don't get paid, the guy's throwing an air barrel at you. That's like getting the tooth pulled without Novocaine.
Yeah.
But anyway, everybody, have a great rest of your evening. Stay tuned, as we're sure to have some more entertaining matches. I believe there's still some more matches
There's a couple
played tonight.
coming. Yeah, there's a couple more.
And everybody, hope you're having a good time out there. And maybe next time around, you locals can make it to the event.
That's what I was telling people. I was telling people that
I'm a little surprised we're a little light on the players here. We got 80 and some good added money, and a lot of people knew and respected Cole Dickson. I was a little more. I'm surprised we actually didn't fill the board up, but got some top players, so that I could spook a few people. I could see that.
That's true.
But it's also a holiday weekend. I mean,
we
you
had
got 4th of
July 4th.
July, so,
well, you know what? This tournament always occurs around the same time of the year, and it's either, if it's not the Gay Pride Festival, it's the July 4th. So we kind of have that,
The tweener. Yeah.
I mean, Gay Pride makes it hard just because of the hotel situation.
True. Very true.
But anyway.
All right. Well, thanks for having me.
Thanks, Jason. You're right.
Everybody,
This tournament's one of the best. One of the best of.
It really is. It's great equipment too. Just it plays really consistent. You can trust the rolls, and these front few tables will keep you honest. Once the cloth gets broken in, they don't play quite so big at all, and really takes a touch and use the right stroke.
Are you playing more here than anywhere else?
Not really. I think I play at Crown and San Ramon probably more.
Yeah.
Because I play league there Monday and Wednesday nights, and Wednesday nights after league we have a great ring game, and everyone's pretty much invited. We 5 on the 5, 5 on the 10. And we
I heard that ring game got a little out of control the other day, didn't it?
It does sometimes. we got an 8-man game the other week, last week, and for a while.
8-man game.
8-handed, so we played 15 ball. Yeah, we played 15 ball, 5, 5, and 5.
I love that, dude. I'm in on that game.
And nobody ran out, but we were playing double on the run out like we normally do in 10 ball. But yeah, nobody ran the rotation out. But and then again, there was only one Filipino in the game, so maybe that's why nobody ran it out. But anyway, thanks, and everyone out there, I hope you're having a good time, sweating the action.